If this isn't your first day watching YouTube, you've probably seen one of these end screens that allow you to click on other videos from that channel that you've been watching or subscribe to them. Now, typically in order to create one of these end screens, you'd have to hire a graphic designer or go onto Photoshop or Illustrator and create one yourself. Now, fortunately for us, we don't have to do that anymore, and we can use AI to create an animated end screen just like this one in minutes. Hi guys, my name is Omri from AI Academy, and today I'll be teaching you how to use ChatGPT and MidJourney in order to create an animated end screen. Now, the purpose of an end screen is to get more views on your other videos or get users to subscribe to your channel. And by having a custom end screen, you're building up your brand based on your colors, your visuals, and your style. Now, in order to do this, we'll be using ChatGPT for the image generation and the prompt generation, which is completely for free. And we'll be using MidJourney for the animation. And if you want to grab a subscription, just click the link below. It's super cheap. I'll go over it real quick. So MidJourney has a couple plans that you can select. They have the basic plan, which is plenty for this and for other projects you're working on. Only reason why I have the standard plan is because I'm making a lot of videos about MidJourney, but the basic plan should be just enough. It includes 200 image generations, general commercial terms, optional credit top-ups, 3 concurrent fast image jobs, 1 concurrent fast video job, which is what we'll be using today, and you can use the editor on your uploaded images. Now, because I am a heavier user of MidJourney, I use the $30 a month, and it has 15 hours fast generations, and it has lasted me for about 10 YouTube video reviews so far, and I'm not even halfway through my credits. So if you do end up running out of this one, I recommend upgrading, and you can use it pretty much an unlimited amount of times unless you're just spamming it. Other than that, they have the Pro plan and the Mega plan. So unless you're a super heavy user, you will not need these. But yeah, let's get into it. So what we want to do first is generate our image with ChatGPT. And what I like to do before I generate the images, I like to run the prompt through ChatGPT and then have it generate the image. So what I'll do is basically write a description of what I'm looking to generate. So I said, come up with a prompt for an image generation for a cool YouTube end card. Modern neon blue in the middle, 3/4 of the way down, it should say AI Academy. Obviously, this is the AI Academy channel in neon letters. On the right side should have outlines in neon blue to place the 2 videos in them. Those outlines would be the place to include video number 1 and video number 2. And the left side should have an outline in neon blue for a circle profile picture, and the arrow should be pointing at the picture from the word subscribe written in neon blue. Your output should be just the prompt, not the actual image and cyberpunk field. So as you can see, this prompt is not really good. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm just spitballing what I want the end screen to look like, and ChatGPT will come up with a more refined prompt for me. So we'll press enter and it will now come up with the prompt. Now that we have our prompt, we can paste it into a new chat. I recommend doing a new chat so it clears the history. Now, as you can see in this prompt, it says nothing about the aspect ratio of the picture, and we do want to pay attention to that because YouTube is 16:9, I believe. So what I want to do is tell it to make sure the aspect ratio of the image is 16:9. And let's generate our image and see what ChatGPT comes up with. While this is generating, let's go over MidJourney real quick. So once we picked up our subscription, we have our explore page, our create page, our edit page, personalized, organized, chat, and tasks. I typically don't use these that much. I mostly use the explore page and the create page, but the explore page is basically a page that shows off people's work, and you have a couple of categories. You could do random, you could do hot, which is pretty much trending. You could do top of today. So these are the top generations that came out today. You can do top for the month, which is very good generations. These look pretty cool, but this is just to show you what the capabilities of MidJourney Video V1 are and to give you inspiration. So what I'll do is I'll scroll through these when I need inspiration for stuff. Now, the main thing we want to pay attention to is this right here. So we have our prompt input box. We can also add images to this prompt input box. And what we want to do is go to this starting frame right here, and this is what we want to use. So this basically means that if you upload an image and drag it into here, you can use it as the first frame of the video animation. So for today, we'll be using this feature right here, but just to help you with a little bit of tutorial when you use it in the future. Image prompts, you could basically upload an image and use the elements of a image within your prompt. And style references, you could drag an image to give a reference of this style. Basically, it'll keep the feeling and the colors of the image within your new image. And omni reference is you can upload pictures of a person and it will keep them intact. Cool. So after we got our image, if we like the style, we keep it. If we don't like it, I'd say just repaste your prompt into ChatGPT and tell it to refine it and give it more directions on how you want the image to look. This is the final one that I liked. So what we want to do is save it. And once we saved our image, what we want to do is open it up here in MidJourney, then take the image and drag it up here to the starting frame. Now, because this is for a YouTube end scene card animation, we want it to be pretty subtle. We don't want it to be like too sporadic. And for options in MidJourney, we can click right here on the settings and we can choose our motion. So we have low motion or high motion. So let's say, for example, if I animate my hands, this will be low motion and then this will be high motion. So what we want to do is low motion, and for the mode I keep it at standard typically just because it turns out better this way. And then for the speed we don't have a choice, we just use fast. So we can either prompt it to what we want the generation to be, but a lot of the times with the low motion animation, if you just send the image in, it gets it pretty good. So typically what I like to do is send the image in, and then if I don't like what happens, then I'll refine it with prompts. So let's try out our animation, and as you can see, it is currently generating right here, and we get 4 different versions of the animation, and then we can either pick one to continue with or pick one to refine. We can also enhance the generations with a couple tools that they have here, but let's see what it comes up with, and a lot of the times it's pretty good. And there we go, we have 4 different animations that we can use. So let's click on them and see what they look like. So we have this one right here. I like how this moves around, but it kind of distorts the word right here. So let's skip this one. Then we can look at this one right here. This is the second one that I came up with. This little thing flying around the screen is pretty cool. So this may be a potential one. Let's go to our next one. This one is also pretty cool. And let's go to our last one. I do really like how it has the animations on the back as if it's kind of like an electric thing. We have sliding right here. Okay, cool. So I like this one the most. Now, typically YouTube lets you do about 10 seconds on your end card. So I want to do is go here to the extend video feature on the video that I chose that I like. And what I'm going to do is press the low motion button. And as you can see, we have a 0 out of 1 right here. And that means we have another generation coming in. So it's currently extending this video with low motion again. Cool. So now we have 4 different versions of the extended video based on the one that we liked. And you can do this with, obviously your channel is going to be different. You could do this with any type of end screen. I'm going to go through them and select the one I want real quick. Cool. So I really like this last one right here. So what I'm going to do is go up here to this button, and you can now download your video. So I'm going to download it. Okay. So now that you've downloaded your video end card animation, what you want to do is go to your editing software and add it to the end of your video on the timeline. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to be using a random AI video that I made in one of our other videos. As you can see, this is all just AI.
Hi guys, I'm Omri from AI Academy. I hope you're ready to learn.
Yeah, this is not me talking. I covered it in a different video, but for the purpose of this video, we're focusing on the end screen. So in order to have an end screen, you have to have a video on YouTube that's at least 25 seconds. So what I want to do is add this video here and then add our end screen video to the end of it. So I'll drag it over here to the end. Now our video is not 25 seconds. So I'm just going to add a picture as a placeholder in the beginning just to show you guys how this works. Perfect. Let's export this video real quick and go to YouTube to upload it. And now that we have our video exported with the end screen, what we want to do is go to YouTube, create, upload video. We'll select our file right here, end screen test video. We'll open that up, and as you can see, it's uploading real quick. If you've uploaded any video to YouTube or you're familiar with this page right here, this is where you add your title, description, thumbnail, and a bunch more stuff, but we don't need that today. So what we're going to do is press next. Now you can have your add end screen right here. So what you want to do is just press add and then scroll over to the end of your video. Now that we scrolled over to the end of our video, what we want to do is add an element from here. We'll add a video and then put it above right here. Now, after we drag the video to the positioning that we want it to be at, I kind of want the animation to start before the video pops up. So what I'm going to do is drag it out a little bit. And as you can see, the animation is done right about here. And I'm going to drag the video just to where the animation stops on that little glow. And I can do that and add another element. We'll add another video and we are going to put it right here lined up with the other one. And let's drag it to where the other one starts. Cool. So now that we've set up the timeline correctly with the video placement and the subscribe button placement, as you can see, the videos are right above the video animation boxes and the subscribe button is right on top of the subscribe button animation. As we can see, our little animation ends right here and then the button for the subscribe pops up, and then we have our video animation and then the video button pops up. So let's see what this looks like at the end. Very cool. And as you can see, we now have a fully working YouTube video end card for our videos. And instead of paying a graphic designer to do this for us, we just did it in a couple minutes with AI. So the purpose of this end card is to get viewers to click on videos they might like or get them to subscribe to your channel. And it has all our branding, which is kind of building an image in the viewer's head on what the AI Academy channel looks like. But yeah, the process was very simple. Go to ChatGPT for prompting and the image generation, then drag the image over to MidJourney Video V1, use it as the starting frame and animate with low motion. Then choose the one that you like, extend it, download it, put it at the end of your video, and then upload to YouTube and make sure that your cards are set up correctly. And there you have it. So if you like cool AI tools and want to learn more about AI, please subscribe to our channel and comment down below what you'd want me to show you next. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you in the next one.